So what we're going to cover today, not just excellent results. I want to cover more than this. I want to inspire you. If I can help you to get an excellent result, yes, of course it's good. And I also want to help you to become elite after your high school, after uni as well. So how do I do this? Or if you believe I can do it, I believe some of the students in here is already kind of believing this because you are in my class for several weeks already or 30 weeks already. You see yourself is growing. So I want to boost up your result more, okay? But for the people who wasn't in my class, even though I show you my profile, even though I show you my experience, even though I said these 2 years, these 2 hours is super helpful, are you expecting as long as I listen to this, once I finish at 7:30, I will become suddenly good? If I say yes, that's, yeah, you know that as well. So it is a long process. But however, if you're year 12 students, even though it takes long to change, you only got 4 months maximum to do it, okay? So which means it takes times and you need to deal with this as soon as possible. So give you some statistics. This is the statistics from 17 or 18. So every year roughly has around 4,000, 7,000 people who study VCE, and around 15 to 16,000 who do MM, around 4,000 to 5,000 who do special, okay? So if your aim for maths is around, I want to get 43 above, then according to the statistics, you must be the top 8.5%. Yeah, A to A plus. 43 to 50, you must be the top 8.5%. So if your aim is 43 above, but you're sure that I'm 100% sure I'm not top. Let's say your cohort has 100 students, yeah? I'm not the top 8 pupil, but my aim is there. So what should I do for this next 4 months to beat them, okay? If you're year 11, for the next 1.5 years, what should I do to do that? So today, I will give you all the tips, and I will summarize this with 5 tips, 5 steps. As long as you can able to follow these 5 steps, not just all 5 steps, only step 1, 2, 3 maybe, your marks is already able to boost up. Excellent result. Just now I told you that 5 steps. Which 5 steps? I'm talking about excellent result, which means from now until the day before the exam to boost your marks, okay? And later on at the end of the lesson, I will teach you more than that as well. Try to cover up not just the result. All right, first one, you want to get high marks, of course, you have to attempt the exam, yeah? So achieve the exam to get high marks, you must have a proper, correct structure or method to solving the math problems, okay, or all other problems. A structure is very important. And then secondly, you need to revise, isn't it? A lot of students say that in term 2 holiday, which is the next Monday, yeah, I will start to revise that. And then up until term 3, I ask them, how's everything's going? I'm still revising everything. So you need to have a high efficiency learning method. So this is what I will give you, what is a high efficiency learning method. And then of course, time management. Time management, you have 2 situations. One is from now until the exam. The second is during the exam, writing and reading time. Writing time, so that's exam 1, 1 hour, exam 2, 2 hours. In that period, how do I manage my time? So only got 4 months to go. Next one, of course, practice. How much practice? What should I do to make my practice efficient? Yeah, I will mention that as well. And of course, the last one, correct mindset. Okay, you must have a correct mindset and self-monitoring skill. Then you can able to achieve whatever the result you want to achieve. And remember, I never ask my students to keep studying, increase their study hours, because I always believe you got another subject. Like my class, I only give my student maximum every week 1 hour, 1.5 hour homework, only 1 set. But I want quality. I want high efficiency. That's why this, if you understand all these 3, yeah, this is the basic 3 elements of the high efficiency learning method. Understand the management skill, how to practice smart, study smart, and then correct mindset. you don't need to study. The idea is I want my student 1 or 2 hours of their study equivalent to 4 to 5 hours for the other people. That's called high efficiency. All right, step by step, go back to the first steps, correct structure. The basic requirement, yeah, this one you probably heard about this many times already from other people. Read the questions carefully. Okay, you know how to do it. Doesn't mean you can able to achieve the marks. You need to answer the questions at least, yeah? So read the questions. Once you read, the first thing before you start writing is refer this question to a specific knowledge. So what topics is this question belongs to? What did I learn? Search from that, okay? This one is easy, so I don't spend too much work. And then never use your feeling to do the problem. That's why in exam, maybe you see a questions about projectics, let's say, yeah, 9 out of 10 times we apply the same method, but in exam is that last time. What you do is always based on the information the question provides to you. Okay, what you're going to apply is always be based on the information provided from the questions. Yeah, so always have a plan. And then the next one is very important. Easy questions, you know that, you know how to do it. Everyone know how to do it. Yeah, easy question is not the issues. Moderate, if you think about a little bit, maybe you know how to do it. But every time you see a hard questions, every time you say I stuck on the questions, and I say I don't know, you need to start to beware what is going to happen after you say I don't know. Either you sit here, do nothing, or you don't know, then apply random stuff. But it doesn't work like this. Every time you say you don't know, please make sure you beware. Every mistake you're making right now, you have an equal chance to make in exam. So you say I don't know right now, you will say I don't know in exam, no miracle. So after I don't know, then what should I do is very important. You need to start training. Yeah, because in exam you say I don't know as well. So what should I do immediately? You will say I don't know is more likely on the hard questions, right? Hard question you say I don't know. So what define a hard questions? Think about it in exam or right now you see a hard question. Hard question is not about they asking you a knowledge or a content, which you only learn in uni. Yeah, indeed, opposite. Hard questions, most of the hard question, the concept involved in a hard question is what you learn in year 8 and year 9. Okay, it's literally true though. It's most likely linear projectics, but why? How can they make this question hard? How would the examiner to make this question hard? Only two things. Either they make it very confusing, so you cannot link what question is this question asking. Yeah, what concept is this question asking? You cannot link to a topics. You don't understand what the question asking. Or the information they provide to you is very indirect. This is called hard questions. So which means next time you say you don't know, don't start to do it. Go back and figure out these two answers. What is the question asking, really asking? What topic is that? And what information? They give you indirect information. So you think about it, what information can I use this? What is that related to? So this is the definition of a hard question. It's not about the context. So everything you have learned already, they just purposely make it very indirect, just indirect, okay? And then once you figure this out, you start to do it. You start to do it like easy question, hard question. Once you figure out, oh, that's the question it's actually asking, you start to do it, yeah? But when you do it, you have a very high chance to make mistakes.